Hello, I have this Canon camera here, and the problem with this camera is that it doesn't turn on. It's actually dead. So this fix can work for Canon cameras, and it can also work for Nikon cameras. So I have my battery here, but when I put my battery inside, I notice that this battery, the camera will not turn on even after charging it. So I have charged it and I boosted the battery. The battery is fine, but for one reason or the other, the camera will just not turn on. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to fix this issue. So first off, what I want to do is to check the voltage of my battery just to be sure that the battery is fine, because most of the time, if your camera doesn't turn on, it's often from a bad battery. So I'm going to get my multimeter and test the battery so that we are sure that the battery is okay, so that we can go ahead and fix this issue. Alright, you can see that my battery is okay, is rated around 8.25 volts. So the battery is charged. It's charged to full capacity and it has voltage on it. So the problem is not from the battery. I'm going to fix it inside and we'll check if this is going to turn on. Then I'll go ahead and show you how to fix this issue. Alright, so we'll turn this on. You can see that nothing, no display, no LED light turned on. So I will remove the battery now, then I'll show you how to fix this the easy way. Alright, so I have my battery here. My battery is confirmed to be okay. It's working fine, so, and all the contacts here appears to be fine, but for one reason or the other, the battery is just not turning on. So the problem with this is actually from the contact of the battery, either from the contact of the camera itself or the contact from the battery. So the contact on the battery side appears to be fine. There is nothing blocking it. It is not bent in any way. There is no debris or carbon stains on the terminal, battery terminals from the camera. So the problem is likely from this battery. I'll show you what to do. Get a flat screwdriver like this, flat end screwdriver like this. What we're going to do is to readjust the terminal contact on the batteries so that it contacts the terminal inside the camera. Alright, so in case you haven't done already, do well to like and subscribe to this channel. I have great videos on how to fix all kinds of equipment, office equipment and the rest. So what I'm going to do here now is to adjust the contact on the battery, because the contact on the battery is supposed to close in on the terminal from the camera, so that when you push in your battery, the terminal will contact the terminal from the battery this way. So these my two fingers and my thumb finger is supposed to be terminal from the camera. It's supposed to come in between the contact from the battery, but for one reason or the other that is not happening, and the reason is because the contact points on the battery has slacked. You can see that there is a huge gap between them. Normally there isn't supposed to be any gap between them, so that when the contact from your camera goes in, it will contact them. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to make use of this flat screwdriver to adjust the terminal contact on the batteries, so that once I push it into the camera slot, it is going to contact this metal terminal. So watch what I'm trying to do. So I'm going to push in my screwdriver inside, and then I am going to push it out so that it contacts the one on the right and on the left hand side. Normally there is a terminal contact on the right and on the left hand side in each of these four slots. There are four slots here. Concentrate on the positive and the negative side. It is marked out already, plus and minus. So on that plus and minus terminal, you notice that there is a metal terminal on the right, there is a metal terminal on the left. So you push it closely to each other so that they begin to contact each other. Without that, it will not contact the battery. So I'm going to make use of a needle here now, because that flat screwdriver, for one reason or the other, appears to be too big. So I want something that will be able to go inside that area and work on the terminals. So I'm going to push in my needle in and then use it to adjust the terminal so that they contact each other. You can see what I'm doing. I'm pushing it out so that it is close together. The two terminals ought to be close together so that when the contact from the camera comes in between them, it is going to make a contact and pass current into the battery. But as at now, there is nothing, no charge at all going into the battery, which is not supposed to be so. So I'm going to use this safety pin to push this metal contact out a bit, but the one on the right hand side and the one on the left hand side. Remember, focus on the plus and the minus slot. So I'm going to do the same thing here. Push it out this way. So the plus and the minus contact is out, and then I'll push it into the battery and we'll see what is going to happen. Right, so you can see that it turned on immediately. That is because the camera switch is on already. So immediately I put in the battery, it just turned on immediately. So the camera is fine. This is an old camera that has been packed for a really long time, and for one reason or the other, it doesn't turn on. The problem is not actually from the battery. The battery can also cause it. Check your battery, check the voltage reading, boost your battery, charge your battery if you will. Check the voltage on the battery, ensure that there is voltage reading on the battery. If there's voltage reading on the battery, then you might want to check on the terminal. If you haven't done already, remember, like and subscribe to the channel. I have great videos on how to fix all kinds of office equipment. Right, so this camera is fine now, and yeah, so that is it. The problem is just from this battery area, and as I adjusted the battery, the problem was solved. So I'm going to briefly explain what I did on the battery again so that you understand what I mean. There is a plus and a minus terminal here, which represents the positive and negative charge. So what happened is that there is a terminal inside the battery. You can see closely, you will see a metal terminal inside the battery. It's supposed to go in between the metal contact on the battery. So the metal contact is supposed to be close together this way, while the terminal from the camera is supposed to come in between them so that they will make contact. They are supposed to make contact so that they can pass current from the battery to the camera. But for one reason or the other, when the terminal is wide this way, the terminal contacts from the camera is going to come in between them and it will not make any contact. So what I was able to do was to adjust the terminal contact points so that they are close together this way, the way they ought to be, so that when my terminal comes in between them, it makes contact and your camera will turn on again. So that is it, folks. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.